Hey everyone, Daniel Webster here for Pocketnow.com, and a little less than a year ago, Verizon released the Motorola Droid X, which was one of the largest displays on any Android device available at the time. And today we have the Motorola Droid X2, which features a 1 GHz dual-core processor, and this is also the first device to have a QHD display on the Verizon network. So let's get to the unboxing. Okay, so we'll just rip open this huge FedEx box. It's quite large for such a small device. Let's see here. And we've got some papers, and the device is at the bottom, of course. Okay, lots of papers in here. Okay, so there we have it inside a bubble wrap. So let's open up this bubble wrap and get to the actual box of the Droid X2. Wow, that's a tiny little box for such a a large device. This device does have a 4.3-inch screen. So let's see what we have on the box. We have CTIA certified, Adobe Flash. Let's see what else. Includes the Droid X2, a lithium-ion battery, wall, USB charger, product safety and warranty brochure, and that's about it. So let's open up this box. And wow, so apparently the device takes up the entire height of the box, so we'll just pull that out, and it looks like the exact same form factor of the Droid X from last year. So we'll just set that aside for just a second, and we'll open up the rest of this packaging. So we have a wall USB charger here, so we can just set that over here. We have our micro USB charging sync cable, and very little documentation. It also says that it should come with an 8 GB micro SD card pre-installed, and the device does have 8 GB of internal memory already, so we can expand it up to 40 GB. Let's zoom in a tiny little bit. Oh, there, too much. Okay, there we go. So we'll just peel off this plastic, and here we have the device. So let's compare this to a couple of other devices first off, and we'll see how they compare in size. Here we have a HD2. I have Android running on this device, so same screen size, a little bit higher in height than the HD2, but about the same width. So a little, actually it's a little bit thinner than the HD2. We'll look at an iPhone 4 real quick. Let me see here if I can maneuver it around. Okay, so here we have an iPhone 4, and we can see that it's about the much higher in width and height than the iPhone 4, and a little bit thicker than the iPhone 4. Of course, this does have the 4.3-inch display. So from here, we can also see that it's about the same width without the 8-megapixel camera up at the top. So let's power on this device, and we'll take a look at the screen and stuff. Okay, so I guess it should be mentioned that we have to remove the battery cover first, which is made out of metal, and the entire device feels like it's made out of metal, similar to the Droid X of yesteryear. So we have a battery release right here, which will turn on the batteries to keep it from connecting with the contacts while in transport. So let me see what size battery this is. Let's see. Oh, so apparently that's not something that you remove. That's just to get the battery out, which is kind of weird, and I haven't seen that before. So I guess the contacts do touch while in transport. And we have a 1540 milliamp hour battery, so 1500/1540 milliamp hour battery, and we have our 8 GB micro SD card right here, and it is a class 4, so that's a pretty good micro SD card. Not the best, but it is expandable up to 40 GB. So let's just pop this back in and put the battery cover back on, and we'll turn on the device. Okay, so here we are on the first screen of the Droid X2, and the screen is really clear. Wow, it is comparable to the iPhone 4's Retina display, so it's a very clear display. It'll be interesting to see how this works with video. And the Droid X2 is running Android 2.2, and hopefully it is upgraded to Android 2.3 Gingerbread in the near future. So stay tuned for the hardware and software tours coming up next. And if you like our videos, make sure you give us a thumbs up, and also leave some comments down below. And thanks for watching.